Hello and welcome to the SlamCast. I'm your host, Greg. Let's get things started. Actually, we want to start things off by saying welcome. Welcome to this whatever it is, this thing, podcast, I guess is what you would call it. Bit of a test run right now. We'll see how this goes, though. So welcome to the first ever episode run. I don't know. I don't know what you call it. Beats me. But yeah, welcome. Seeing as how this is the first episode and we are just starting to get into January. It's January 9th, 2016. Figured we'd talk about firsts. Because, New Year's just happened. Everybody's got their resolutions. Everybody's starting new stuff. I myself am clearly starting something new, as you can tell. This little shindig here. I was never actually planning on having any sort of New Year's resolutions. But it kind of accidentally came to me. I got a pretty heavy into writing drawing over the last few weeks since Christmas. And it's been fun. I haven't drawn in a while, and to draw so actively now, it's very relaxing, and it's also very entertaining. Just to do something, get your hands going with something. Not that's my first time getting my hands going with something, you know what I'm saying? No, we like to joke here, folks. We like to have fun. So yeah, it got me thinking, why don't I just start making things? I don't make enough things. I like to consume things. Who doesn't like to consume things? Let's be honest. I like to watch, consume, intake, whatever you're into. You go find it and you consume it. So I figured it'd be pretty interesting if I just, make something. I was already making these pictures, nothing too intense, but making these pictures, and it feels good to kind of make something with your hands and call it your own, and kind of share it with a few people or many people. And you get feedback, you get a discussion going. It's interesting. It's fun. So yeah, that's why I kind of started this thing also. I felt it would be, good to kind of make something else besides drawing. 'Cause, drawing depends on how intense you want the drawing to be, but it could take a few minutes. It could take a few hours. You don't know. But it's very quick and very easy to do, so I wanted something a little more intensive to kind of bridge the gap between things I want to make. So I have my drawings, I have this little project, we'll see how this goes. It's a little more intensive, a little more focus, in my opinion. And then, I also like to develop things, for those of you that know me, in the field of computer science. And with those types of projects, it takes a while to get something really going. It takes a few hours. Depends on what you want to make. It could take years even. So I feel like bridging this gap between something as simple as just drawing a picture to creating an entire program, kind of bridge the gaps. Then maybe programs I want to make at home, not necessarily for school or work, I could make those and they wouldn't be so intensive. I wouldn't have such grandiose ideas for these projects. Mainly wanting to make games. I enjoy video games, those of you that know me. So it'd be cool to make my own. And I've kind of delved in that a bit, but I feel like with that attempt, I need to go a little smaller. The current project I have going seems very, to use the word again, seems very grandiose. So maybe I'd like to try something smaller, something less intensive. I get my hands dirty, more understand what I'm working with, understand the tools. Because when you want to do something, you gotta keep working at it. You can't you're not gonna make Mona Lisa in one go. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep working at it. Unless you're a prodigy. In that case, forgive me. Please go make a few masterpieces. I would love to see that. Not trying to be sarcastic or condescending at all. Genuinely. If you're a prodigy, make something. Change the world. Go for it. Yeah, first, New Year's resolutions. That's kind of mine now, unintentionally. It's kind of make stuff. A lot of people like to, change their diet or start working out, and not to boast or anything. I always feel like an ass for bringing this up, but I work out and I keep a decent schedule going. So I feel like having that as my resolution is kind of pointless. Kind of something to write down on my list and then scratch it off instantly and go, hooray for me. No, it's not worth it. But for those of you who do have that on your list, go for it. I always love to see people who want to better themselves, because that's the main reason, in my opinion, why you would want to go to the gym, is you want to better yourself, and that's why everybody else is there too. Everybody's there to better themselves. Working out, it changes a lot of things about you once you get into it enough. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Yeah. And changing diet, that's hard. I like to think of myself as having a good diet, but the second I am back at school and not at home, and by home I mean the SlamCast HQ, obviously. When I'm at school, my diet kind of goes to shit compared to what it normally is when I'm at SlamCast HQ. That's what we'll call it from now on. I make myself sound a little more important, But yeah, that's another thing too. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. So are all the people I know. We're all adults now. Can't indulge in as much anymore as when we were teenagers or children, eat whatever and no repercussions for the most part. Seems like a lot of people want to, change their diet or go exercise. People want to feel better and look better. So it got me thinking about something. I was thinking, why... you don't hear like any crazy New Year's resolutions, so I feel like I should make one. Maybe I'll make one before I stop this recording. Because it's like diet. Yeah, all right. Change your diet. Go to the gym. Not to say those aren't good New Year's resolutions. They're perfectly fine. It's just I hear them so many times. It's kind of like, man, I want somebody to come up to me and be like, oh, you know what my New Year's resolution is? I wanna kill a man, even though, oof, never want to meet a person with that kind of New Year's resolution, but you know what I mean? Something crazy. I want to start my own company, maybe. Maybe it's too much of a jump. Something a little easier than that. But you get what I'm saying? People understand me? It's like obviously, when you go further ridiculous, it's going to be something massive, some sort of massive life change. Like, oh, this year I want to leave my hometown, go somewhere nice, go live in the Caribbeans for the rest of my life. I'm trying to think, what are some like decent, small, sort of quote unquote crazy New Year's resolutions? Yeah, I can't think of any. Maybe I should take this foot out of my mouth, because clearly I can't even think of anything crazy, and I'm shitting on people for having simple New Year's resolution. Well, not simple, but like I said, maybe it's because the people I'm around, we want to stay buff, want to stay fit, want to feel good, want to look good, So yeah, firsts. I guess I'm more talking about New Year's resolutions at this point than firsts. And it's pretty interesting, though, the whole concept of a new year, because then everybody thinks, oh, first thing of a new year, it kind of enables us, gives us a cycle where we're able to have firsts again, because once you reach an age and you sort of get your life set up and you're all set for life, so to speak, you kind of don't have as many firsts as you used to, you know what I mean? When you're younger, so many firsts. First time driving a car. First, I don't know, beer, you know? It's always interesting having your first or doing your first of something. I guess that's why we fixate on firsts so much. Because maybe we want to feel that sort of feeling again of sort of sense of wonder or excitement when you're doing something for the first time. Maybe that's why we get so excited about New Year's. Things like a first kiss of the new year and first, I don't know, first, that's everybody fixates on the first kiss, you know. What about the first hug? Hey, I'm going to start a thing. First hug. What was your first hug of 2016? Let me know. Send me a message. Say, hey, Greg, hugged my mom. First hug of 2016. You know, good for you. Some good shit right there. Who doesn't like hugging their mom? I know I do. Wonderful woman. Wonderful woman. I don't know. New Year's is fun, though. Not trying to shit on New Year's at all. It's you know, we need it. We need that. We need the cycle. So I think it's part of human nature to end in a beginning of something, you know. It's the way we work. We end and we begin eventually. So yeah, that's the New Year's it's great. It's a great time. Even if stuff goes to shit, you know, it's still a good time. Everybody gets together and you kind of just celebrate being there, you know what I mean? Like we don't notice, you don't notice the earth revolve around the sun, you know? Or kind of just read a calendar and we're told, oh shit, Earth's about to make full rotation around the sun. Gotta get my shit together. Gotta get a party going. Gotta get the boys up, you know? Gotta get the boys up and jumping, you know? It's good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, what else is there? Well, Christmas just passed by, so maybe they'll talk about Christmas. Christmas is a fun time. Holidays in general. Happy holidays to all of you, even though it's pretty late to be saying that. But, you know, if you're listening to this, hope you had a happy holiday. Hope you had a grand new year. Yeah, when you get older, Christmas starts to change, you know. When I was a kid, and I'm sure most of you when you were kids, it was the excitement of getting something. It was always the excitement. It's like, oh shit, gotta go downstairs Christmas morning. You see a shit ton of presents just for me. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a video game or two. It's gonna be a new toy. You know, it's awesome. When you're a kid, it's like free stuff. Fuck yeah, you know. But then as you start to get older, you know, it does change. You start to realize that, you know, giving stuff to people, it feels just as good. And, you know, you start to feel that as a kid too sometimes. But you're more focused on getting stuff. You're like, at least that's the way I felt when I was a kid. I'm not going to talk for you. But yeah, you know when the feeling when you got a sibling or a family member, your mom or your dad, and you're like, you know, I'm going to get them that gift, you know, that thing that they've always wanted, or they really wanted this year or this month. They've been really wanting it. So, you know, you call dibs, and all your other family members know, be like, don't touch that, man. I'm going to get him or her that crazy gift. And then you get it, and you give it to them, and you see all the excitement on their face, and they're like, oh, thanks, man. I really wanted that. And it's like, it was all you, man. I did it for you, bro. Or brah. You know? It feels good to give. Yeah. But yeah, change the subject. I just realized most of you are listening to this are probably starting another semester of school. Or, you're back at work. How does it feel to be back at work? You're working drones. Punch in 9 to 5, you're working drones. Basically just talking to myself at this point. I like where I work, though. It's a good place. Good people. But yeah, I hope if you're listening to this, I hope you enjoy where you work. I hope the people you work with, you enjoy working with them. Enjoy the atmosphere. Oh, excuse me for that. I hope the mic didn't pick that up. I'm getting too relaxed here. Actually, I should get super relaxed. Kick my feet way up. There we go. I should record like this more often. Woo. Yeah, just close my eyes. Woo. Fall asleep, listen to me snore for however long. But yeah. I hope you enjoy where you work. I know I enjoy where I work. It definitely changes the atmosphere working in retail and then coming to a real job and enjoying what I work on and who I work with. It changes your whole attitude. Still don't like waking up early for work, but I mean, just gonna have to be my own boss eventually if I want that, and who knows if that's gonna happen. Could barely lead myself to wake up in the morning, lead myself to do a job. What a joke. But it changes, when you work a shitty part-time minimum wage job. Unless you like the minimum wage job I work at. I'm just speaking for myself strictly. If you enjoyed your part-time jobs, then good for you, man. Or woman. Don't discriminate here at Slam HQ. But yeah. It really changes, regardless, it really changes your whole attitude toward your job when you enjoy where you're working and who you're working for and what you're working on. But yeah, for those of you starting school, good luck with your endeavors. I hope all your classes are easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, Hope that it's nice and relaxed, because, school is stressful. Believe you me. Can't wait until I go back. Ooh. That's another talk for another time. But I hope you enjoy all the classes you work. I keep saying work. I hope you enjoy the classes you partake in. Hope you picked a lot of cool courses. Got any wicked courses? Let me know. 'Cause sometimes you're surfing on the net or something. You see a list of wicked crazy class courses, and you see some crazy stuff. Remember one time seeing something about superhero logic and a bio class or something, or a Pokemon one for mathematics or something. Imagine how crazy that would be. I've had some pretty awesome courses, but none that are that awesome. Sign me right up, man. But it's just how it goes. But yeah, I hope you all study hard if you're at school right now. If you're listening to this while studying, keep on keeping on. You got this. Because, school semesters, first month or so are fun, and then midterms happen, and then next thing you know, midterms just finish up, but then finals are just around the corner. Woo! It is a shit show. It is a real shit show. Schools, universities, very interesting concept. You give somebody a shit ton of money, and then 4 years later you get a piece of paper so you can go to a job and hopefully make a shit ton of money. Yeah, I think they need to fix that system a bit. It's really wearing us students down, Sure, all you students can vouch for me. It is a bit of a roller coaster, financially and mentally. Woo! I don't know how some people do stuff, man, when they're in university. All these extracurriculars and stuff. They're partying super hard, and then still... I don't know anybody myself who parties super hard and still gets good grades, but I've heard stories, and it's man, how do you do it? How do you do it? I want to know. Teach me a secret. Is it Adderall? It might be Adderall. That would make a lot of sense. Nah. But some people don't, It's crazy. Some people just do not. Some people, their brains are just hardwired to be fucking geniuses, and then at least me, I'm just sitting there studying my ass off, just barely getting by, and it's like, man, give me some of your brain tissue, dude. Or write my test for me. Hell. I don't condone cheating. Do not condone cheating. And they're cheated. If my school ever hears this, I'm not a cheater. Do not cheat. It's bad. It's bad news. That's my stance on it. So now the lawyers can't get me. The school lawyers. I don't know what I'm rambling on about right now. I apologize, folks. I'm going on a tangent, and I'm not coming back. But yeah, if I ever decide to release this out on the interwebs, send me a line. Let me know what you want me to talk about, because I have no clue. Surprised I've been able to talk about this much for this long. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It is hard to talk about something by yourself for any period of time. You kind of feel like a crazy man. But that's besides the point. I could very well be a crazy man. Those people that know me. Ooh. For the people that know me, sorry. Sorry that you know me. Hope I don't make your life too shitty. But yeah. Drop me a line. You got some discussions, you got some things. I don't want to have to bring up the news. I don't have to talk about Trump. Maybe I will talk about Trump one of these days, just go on a tangent. But, I don't want to get into politics. People got their own opinions. Religion and politics, man. It's like, those are like the two things that people can get real into. And it's like, can't we all just have our own opinions and relax for a minute? I mean, it's possible, but it doesn't seem very likely that we could all just sit down and be like, you know what? It's your opinion. See, I say that now, but I'm sure one of these days I'll have a recording of myself if I ever make more than one recording of this. And I'll just be going off on some very strongly opinioned about something. Like going off about maple trees or something. Maple trees are the superior tree, That's a fact. Let's be honest. Maple trees, it's the only one I can remember. So clearly it's the best one. Let's be honest. The list. Maple is at the top. You can't see this right now, but making a hand gesture. Maple at the top. Everything else, bottom. Boom. Solved it. So I don't know what I was fixing, but I solved it. So yeah, what topics you guys want me to talk about? Music, art, fart. I could talk about farts for a while. Ooh. Don't even get me started. Talk about farts for a long, long while. What's going on here? Is the recording yet? No, I'm good. All right. Technical difficulties, folks. Also, I haven't been too quiet. Just looking at the recording now. It's a little monotone, a little drainy. Maybe I'll have to talk louder. Oh, I hope I don't have to say this all over again. Gotta memorize everything I say every time I do one. For those of you who don't know, I actually just write it up. I write everything up, and then I just read off of a Word document. No, this is all off the top of my head, folks. I'm sure you could tell that by now. This is all off the top of my head. There is no coming back from the things I am saying, unless I edit it. But I mean, that sounds like work. And you guys know me. Work is hard. But that's, going back to what I said earlier, that's why you gotta love what you're doing, because then when the work's hard, you don't even care. You're like, man, I love this. What am I doing? Something hard? Good. I love it. I'm gonna do it anyways. I'll do it for free, but not actually, because people gotta work off money. That's what DJ Khaled always says. Ooh. Just go on a tangent about that guy. Ooh. Key to success? Yes, sir. Sign me up. Ooh. I'm doing that a lot. Maybe I should stop with that. Let me know, folks. Message me. Go, hey, Greg. You go, woo, a lot. You gotta fucking pump your brakes, kid. It's too much. Too much wooing. I want to do it again. God damn it. Woo. I don't even know if that was intentional or not. Speaking of intentional stuff, just a thought in my head. Isn't it interesting how the way people talk, Everybody has their own different way of like saying stuff or talking about stuff, different mannerisms. It's like some of it's genetic, but also some of it's cultural. It's just the whole linguistics of it all is very interesting. Because I've noticed there's some things that I say. You might notice the way I say man sometimes. Easy man, like that. I don't know where I picked that up. I have no idea. I'm going to be completely honest with you people. You know, invisible people, I feel I can be real honest with you. And that was an honest thing. I don't know where that came from. I just started saying it. And then I realized over the last few weeks that it's a very distinguished thing that at least I do. And I don't know where it came from. So yeah. That's that. Woo. Sorry, guys. I'll stop with that. What were we talking about earlier? Going on a tangent about something. Can't even remember anymore. That's a damn shame. A damn shame, you know? Isn't that the worst, though? I want to tell somebody about something, and they're, like, talking to somebody, you guys in the middle of a conversation, and, like, you've made it clearly known that, like, you want to talk about something, or you want to bring something up, and then they finally get around to you, and they're like, hey, yo, Greg, what was that thing you wanted to mention? And you're just like, shit. I can't remember for the life of me. Shit. You know? Those are annoying. That's an annoying thing. Wish I could, tune my brain a little better so I could remember that stuff. Tune my brain a little better for memory in general. Hell, if I could tune my brain, ooh. Oh, I did it again. Sorry, guys. If you could tune your brain, imagine. And I ain't talking that whole like, oh, we only use 10% of our brain. Because apparently that's a load of shit anyways. But imagine you could like fix up your brain, get rid of like social anxiety in certain situations, or like tune your memory and learning skills to be like so much better that like you just got to go to one class and then you're like, yep, I get it now. I understand it. Or like tune your brain to be able to focus on work more easily. No more procrastinating. What a world. What a world. We'll probably get there someday with technology, I can imagine. Technology's great, right? I mean, think about it. Without technology, I wouldn't be talking to myself, pretending I'm talking to a group of people because I'm preparing, because this is recording, because then I'm going to take this recording of myself, technically talking to no one, but acting like I'm talking to a group of people. And then if I go through with this, put it up on a imaginary set of wires and tubes. The internet is just a series of tubes. Let's be honest, people. It's just a series of tubes. Put it up on those tubes, and then, those tubes transfer all that data, and it goes right back into your ear holes, and then you hear my soothing voice just putting you right to sleep, folks. Greg at the SlamCast. Here we go. I should do one of those. I should just have an episode where I don't get all loud and obnoxious about opinions and things, and just, keep it nice and... Ooh, this is Greg coming to you live from the Slam HQ. How many of you people would enjoy that? I know I would. Because then I just get to feel good about my voice, Anything to boost that self-esteem up. But, just nice relaxing. Talking about jazz music. That jazz music. I should talk about jazz music if I knew a lot about jazz music. We can talk about jazz drumming for a bit, not very long. I'm not that knowledgeable in that subject. Knowledgeable enough. Not that knowledgeable to go on that big of a tangent of it. But, it'd be cool. Maybe I could try to set up the audio so we get some jazz going in the background, and I could, discuss, ooh, this is a nice, got a nice rhythm, nice groove going here. I don't know if that would be serious or a joke. You guys let me know. You want a nice soothing Greg to put you to sleep at night? Because I could do that. I could be that Greg for you. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I actually think this could work. Getting pretty comfortable in this scenario. Just, people who like to run around Slam HQ, like to be loud, like to wonder who I'm talking to, even though I'm talking to myself, so... Maybe I'd have to set something up over at Slam HQ, let people know then I'm in charge. I am the captain now, you know? Can't mess around with me when I'm recording, baby. Ooh, you better believe there's fire on this mixtape. Now I'm just spewing memes. I gotta stop. Now I'm just gonna. My mixtape is fire though, yo. Just to be clear. Just to be clear. My mixtape is fire. Just wanted to get that out there. But yeah, you know, gotta get a setup going. Let people know not to disturb me while I'm going on these tangents. Also, question, if you're listening to this right now and you're actually intrigued on me doing this on a weekly basis, how long do you guys want these things to be? Because, man, I don't know how long I can talk to myself for. Especially at this rate where I'm, like, using up topics, like, every minute. Because I could get people on here. Also, side note, if you ever want to be a guest on the SlamCast, please, let me know. Shoot me a one of those electronic mails. Shoot me something. Let me know. Because I would love to have a guest on here. I would love to have a guest on. Multiple guests. Anyways, that's all for today. Actually, not changing plans, but I wanted to leave that off on a better note than it actually was. Sorry, I got interrupted by something. And I can't remember what I was going on a tangent about. So I apologize for that. I hope I wasn't getting into anything too intense. I hope I wasn't spewing any real knowledge for you. Cut you off. If I was talking about something that you do want me to talk more about, and I kind of cut myself off there, just let me know and remind me what I was talking about, and I'll be sure to get more into that next time. If there is a next time, we'll see how this goes. But yeah, this was a good first run. Kind of excited about this. Maybe this will be the only one I do. Maybe this will be a weekly thing. Maybe I'll just do them whenever I feel like it. We'll find out. Let me know, folks, though. Also noticed I've been talking for just over half hour. Kind of surprised myself there. I didn't realize I could ramble for that long by myself. Some of you may know me. I'm able to ramble about many things for more than half an hour, but normally there's somebody here to talk to. So, yeah, if you like this half-hour time span, maybe I'll try and keep it at roughly half an hour. If you want longer, let me know. If you want shorter, like maybe 15-minute bites, 15-minute tangents, I am more than happy to do that. So, without further ado, folks, that is the end of this SlamCast. I'm recording from the center of Slam HQ, and thank you again for listening.